The president's motorcade had just pulled over on the edge of a dusty highway in rural Virginia when the unthinkable happened. The presidential limo, the Beast, refused to start. Secret Service agents scrambled around the armored vehicle, barking into radios and checking systems, but nothing worked. The president was en route to a high-security meeting and the clock was ticking. Tension filled the air until a tiny, curious voice broke the silence. "Mister, I can help," said a little girl with grease-stained hands, clutching a small wrench almost as big as her arm. Her name was Lily, a local farm girl no older than 9 who'd been watching from her front yard. The agents exchanged skeptical glances, but with no time to lose, one of them hesitantly waved her over. She climbed onto the open hood of the massive limo, eyes scanning the engine like she'd seen it 100 times. With quick, confident movements, she adjusted a wire, tightened a bolt, and tapped a part near the ignition. Moments later, the engine roared back to life. The men stood frozen, dumbfounded. But it wasn't just her skill that stunned them. It was the ring glinting on her tiny finger. Silver, engraved with an insignia only a handful of people in the world recognized. The same crest used by a secret engineering division that built the very car she had just fixed. One agent whispered, "That's impossible. That ring belongs to classified personnel." The girl smiled innocently. "It was my mom's. She used to work on cars like this before she went away." The lead agent's earpiece crackled with an urgent command from headquarters. "Find out who that girl is immediately." The president himself stepped out, crouched beside Lily, and asked gently, "Would you like to tell me about your mom?" She nodded shyly, clutching her ring. Somewhere deep in the archives, a forgotten file was about to be reopened, one tied to a woman who vanished years ago after building technology only a president should know about.